morning. I'm Dr. Nagel, the Deputy Director in MAFAT. And MAFAT in English it's the DDR&D, the Directorate of Defense Research and Development. And usually when I'm not in Israel and someone asks me what you can compare and just in one word say what is MAFAT, I a little bit exaggerate by saying we are the Israeli DARPA. So some people understand what is DARPA, so they understand what we are. But matter of fact, when I was asked to be a judge in this competition and then to participate in this panel, I've been asked to talk about our organization and the connection between our organization and funding startups. Now, the defense system and the DDR&D inside, we have a very major role and I think also a very major contribution to create and to develop the defense industry that Professor Hahn talked about. He talked about several things that I plan to mention, so I don't have to mention them again. And the developing of the high-tech and the defense industry in Israel, but also we know that from this defense industry and, of course, from the very good school that was mentioned, the IDF, a lot of spillovers came into the civilian industry, the high-tech industry, and there are a lot of examples. Some of them are sitting in this place. Now, this defense industry and then the civilian industry is responsible for a very big share of the export from Israel, a very, very big share. Now, this is the end story, but we have to think, and in Hebrew there is a word, say, sof ma'aseh machshabat tchila, meaning if you want to come to the conclusions and to the results, you have to think very, very much in advance. One of the main roles of my organization is to think sometimes 20, 25 years in advance and to spend and to fund sometimes infrastructure in the very big defense industries, mainly Rafael, IMI, Elbit, II, those companies, but we are also spending and funding a lot of money in basic research, and for the recent years we are looking very, very much to fund and to encourage small companies, startups. Some of them are here with me on the panel, some of them are here in the audience. When I just prepared this presentation yesterday, I just took out our annual plan of 2010 and our annual plan planned for 2011 that most of the people don't know yet, and I looked for all the things that we are doing with very small companies, and I also looked on some of the very big companies or medium companies today that we fund them maybe 5, 10, 15 years ago, and there are a lot of examples. I will give some of them if I will have time. Now I just want to elaborate, and I'm not putting here number, but around 10% of our what we call central R&D budget, meaning the budget that we get just to spend on feasibility studies, infrastructure, and basic technologies and demonstrations, about 10% of it goes to small companies and startups. I know that, and again, this is a very good opportunity to talk to some of the startup companies. I know that there is sometimes reluctant and very nature thing that some startups don't want to invest in security areas, and they sometimes even don't want to get money from a company or from a body that the word security or defense related to it, because some people, and they told me like this, some people say that if I have defense or IDF or something like this connected to my company, then it's very, very tough for me to raise money somewhere else. I understand this reluctant, but this is a decision that the company should make. I am very, very glad that lately it's happened less and less. It happened to me on the first time around 2000. I got a mission from my director, then Professor Ben Israel. He was the head of the DDR&D then, and he told me, look, there is, I'm talking about the years of the boom, 99, 98, 2000. There is a lot of money out there in the market. Why we cannot go and grab some of this money and to make sure that someone will spend this money in R&D? Let's look on dual technologies. Let's look on something that is civilian on one side, security/defense on the other side, and let's take the money and try to bring some of it to our needs. So we were a team, I was leading it, and we went through some of the venture capitals and companies. I remember some of their names, some of them that does not exist anymore. And when I talked to them, they said, in order to do something in a startup, you need three things. You need money, you need an idea, and you need people. I'm talking again, 99. Now, money we have enough. I said, I know, this is why I came here. Ideas, it's okay that you will give us some ideas, but we have ideas, but we are willing to hear. You want to do business with us, we want people. Take some of the people that you have, exactly what Professor Juan just mentioned. Give me some Talpiot people, some Atuda people, some other things. I want these people to, with me, then I'm willing to spend. I told him the only thing I don't have to give you is people. I want to give you an ideas and I want to get your money. There are some things came out of it, but I don't know to say. It's very dangerous to say here, fortunately, because people here come for the startup, but fortunately the situation became a little bit not so good in the civilian market, and then we found ourselves getting a lot of attention from startups, and we have a lot of startups that are working with our organization today. I don't have time in this introduction, but I'm willing also to talk about the other thing that they are always afraid of. It's the IP and the ownership on the knowledge. We have also solutions for this problem. I can just give some examples. I see here in the audience people from Elbit. I don't know if some people know that Silver Arrow, the company that is now part of Elbit, that is doing some of our main UAVs. It starts with a startup that got some money from our organization more than 20 years ago. I was not there, but I heard some of the stories about someone going to a warehouse and find some entrepreneur, and he tell them, I know how to build UAVs. Say, okay, I'll give you $500,000 shekels. Maybe there it was not shekels. And then we see what company came out of it. And there are a lot of examples like Roboteam, that is here on the table. ODF started with a Galteam company named El Cielo in Jerusalem that we find a lot of money there, and a lot of other companies that we give them funds in the beginning. Again, we are not giving any grants. Our organization, we give only funds for we call it, I want you to do something. I don't want to give someone a fund, like sometimes called in the academy, and say, okay, you'll do whatever he wants. Our organization is working with startups that they have an ideas, and we are encouraging them to take this idea ahead, and especially if this idea have very good prosperity in the defense area. Of course, we are also spending or funding a lot of money in the large companies. but there are, again, as I said, a lot of place to, I call it the young, the converging, emerging, every buzzword that you want, it's okay. Those companies that come to us with an idea, sometimes a very crazy idea, the idea is crazy, we like it more. And there is a lot of place to this kind of companies in the security, of course, and defense market, homeland security, but also in the classic defense market. And I'll be very glad also to answer questions later. Thank you.